Some backstreets. You cannot say oh, this is for... Oopsie. I cannot say that. This is for giving them an English accent or a Spanish accent. I'm not sure if I could really muster an accurate Spanish accent. But I will honor the grist. Hey, thank you so much, Hoodie with a goodie. Seriously, when was the last time I actually got to stuff myself? I swear, this lump of metal's eating better than we do. Do you mind that all meals are proportioned to appropriate amounts? It's nowhere near enough to get me going. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh. I thought I'd heard Heathcliff shouting, "You think I'm gonna doing all this on a full stomach?" in the distance, but Radia seemed to pretend she's heard nothing. Speaking of, does this bus run on stuff like blood or protein? It's enkephalin, an energy source extracted by Lobotomy Corporation. I was reading about them when the game was downloading until it told me I wasn't allowed to read anymore. The L Corp. The previous L Corp, right? I heard it used its singularity to produce energy, but now that the wings fallen, all that's left is rubble. Correct, which is why it's become a rarity these days. However, Mephistopheles is capable of forcibly extracting enkephalin? I mean, is that remotely right? From the body. The body? I could not help but fixate on that word as I looked back and forth between the chewing maw of the bus and Otis, who was barking orders at the other sinners. Yeah, enkephalin can only be extracted from the brain and the spinal nerves. It can be harvested from live subjects at a greater efficiency. So that's why Virgilius told the sinners not to kill the assailants. Okay, then. One might ask, then why feed the whole body? The answer is simply that their blood and menstrual tissue can also be processed into fuel. While enkephalin is used to generate ignition and thrust, leftover organic matter is used to sustain velocity, which in turn reduces the bus's enkephalin demand. A hybrid. Faust went on to explain how most of the vehicle's fuel is taken from the branch facilities, and that harvesting enkephalin from human bodies won't be sufficient in the long run. This is the Midnight Meat Train. This is crazy. Thank you. I will get you soon. That sounded so menacing, actually. Most of it went straight over my head, though. No, actually, this part makes sense to me. The Midnight Meat Train that runs on brains makes more sense to me than any other part of the lore up to this point. This is perfectly understandable. Well, that's complicated, but I get that you're in for some tough work. Not at all. No work is tough for Faust. Did you know when a tree falls on the floor? If anyone's doing the heavy lifting, it'd be us. Hey, manager Bud, more incoming. Oh, I'm your Bud? Alright, is there any dating in this game? Because I'm just looking at... I'm getting hungry. Wait to see space ripping and time manipulation? Sick! Mid-max? Me? Adjusting density of information on screen during combat. This is very funny. At the top right of the in-battle screen, there's a button that adjusts the amount of information displayed. The three options set the display density to minimum, medium, or maximum, respectively. Maximum information display configuration. This is the default setting applied when first starting the game. More information is shown compared to other two settings. Details on keywords used in skills are shown as well. Yep. Alright. I think I'm going to keep it at maximum. Just so I think I'm trying to learn more about the game. and how everything's supposed to run. I think taking away information would just, in the long run, not be good for me. That's too. I could pretend that I'm reading it and that I know more than I do. Okay, so if we're thinking about can I guess who your favorite sinner is? It's probably Otis, honestly. Can you guess my favorite sinner? That felt nice. Let's see. Okay, let's plan this a little bit. Blue, green. Yeah, 110%. Don't see why not. Well. Ain't that a kick in the head? No, Faust is pretty cool so far. I think everyone, I think I hate Heathcliff, but I think you're supposed to hate Heathcliff. At least at first. I think it's part of the character arc. Is at first you're like this fucking asshole, and then later you're like, oh no, my sweet baby boy, I'm so sorry I was ever rude to you. Okay, there's a choice being made here. Priest Gregor? What are you? Come on now. Maybe? We have priests, we have maids, we have overworked trained employees. This is shaping up to be a pretty great game. Your favorite's undecided because you love them all. This is an interestingly fun cast of characters. I think as it goes on, I'm gonna pick up on everybody more. I don't love when stories introduce you to everybody in one like big push. But I'm sure as time goes on, I'll be able to pick up on things better. There's already starting to do that. There's already moments in the story so far where they're letting individual characters have like a moment to showcase themselves outside of hi, I am this or whatever. So it's good. It's good. We're getting there. We're getting there. Give me some lunacy, please. Okay, I have to do two things here. I have to do two things before it goes too far. We're making friends today? Look at that. 6, 7. Alright, y'all happy now? Wait, where do I go for this? Go to Season 5 Dispensary section? Season 5 Dispensary section. Dispense 5. There's a lot here. My oh my. My oh my. I get it. I was just basking in it. Good stuff. The art here is great. Should I play through Toho at some point? I've heard decent things. I've been tempted to look into it. It's been on my list of stuff to eventually take a gander. Yuri? You don't say. I love Yuri. Does the later chapter have Yaoi? Do you run the whole gambit here? Hey, that's enough of that. Our guest will be here any moment. Sorry, Virgilus. I was just talking about Yuri and Yaoi, two of my favorite things. Virgilus said, poking his head out the window. Don't worry, I will allow your comment. We do? What's with me and playing gacha games recently with foot fetishes? First Umasume and now this? What's up with that? Guest? Who? I have determined that we will need a guide as this is our first trip to a dungeon. It's her! It's Yuri! It's the personification of Yuri. Excuse me, are you the people from Limbus Company? Yes, this is our bus, we are the company, and the bus eats limbs, so that's us. Someone approaches us with apparent hesitation. You sure look like it. The bus had just about finished its meal and was crunching down on the last bits of bone. You play Toho fighting games, you'll have more fun doing so. Right. Toho 12.3? Wait a minute. Are you saying that as there is like 12 games, there's like 11 games preceding that one? Sinclair's full name is Emil Yaoi Sinclair. Yuri watched it indifferently before introducing herself. I'm Yuri, a former employee of the previous L Corp. I look forward to working with you. Previous L Corp? You mean... Has to be Lobotomy Corporation. They do lobotomies there. Kind of a bad business model, that's why they didn't really pan out too much. Correct, we will move on to explore the former branch's facilities of Lobotomy Corporation. That is, the fallen L Corp. I wouldn't have taken this job if I were you, even if somebody specifically requested me. I doubt the end of your employment here left any pleasant memories, it being a fallen wing and all. What are you on about? Fallen wing or not, a huge payday will turn any brutal work into a charming memory. There's 20 mainline entries in the Toho franchise. If it has a decimal after it, it's a side game. 20? With side games? 2-0? Sweet Jesus. Whew. I heard those facilities are still crawling with monsters even now. Not monsters, abnormalities. Regardless, what you said is true. But it is also a home to more important things than those entities. In the deepest zones of those branch facilities are plant-like growths that have only recently begun to form, the essence of L-Corp's technology. I love how he says my name. Dante. If you remember what I said a few days back, I offered you the chance to eventually engrave your aspects. Once this essence, the Golden Boughs, is retrieved, it'll be easy as pie. I gotta say, the other day I went to a diner and had like an apple pie with some ice cream, and it was the fucking best shit. And I'm kind of craving it right now. Just seeing the word pie, my brain activated, and I ratatouille back to like 2 days ago. Hearing the word aspect still gives me a headache. What exactly was I trying to do? There's no need to rouse your brain trying to remember what you can't. It'll all come back in due time. I returned a slow nod to Faust's placid advice. Alright, for now, I should focus on what my present self is able to process. And if it's Lobotomy Corp we're scouring, we might come across some and Fallen too. Thank you. Well, wait a second. Wait, the first 5 Toho games are for an obsolete computer system? It predates Windows being the standard OS for gaming? What is it, on the Amiga or whatever the fuck it's called? Jesus Christ, they're that old? I have to look into Toho after this. Oh, does that mean we won't have to feed more people to our machine, our vehicle? We'd also grab some eco for Lucky, so that's 3 rats with 1 stone. No one says that. Stop saying odd shit. Ego? That's another unknown term that makes me tilt my head. You and me both, brother. Put her there. But in any case, it seemed rather rude to keep talking to each other when we had a guest on board. I know, Yuri's right here. And apparently I wasn't the only one who thought so. So, Miss Yuri, what have you been up to after L-Corp? Gregor flashed what looked like his best attempt at a kind smile at our new passenger, hoping to strike up a conversation. The corners of his eyes twitched for forcing a facial expression he obviously wasn't used to, but I pretended not to notice. Ego means extermination of geometrical organ. Rats are probably more common than birds, because, you know, birds are drones, I think the computers are all down, so they can't recharge on any power lines or anything. What's a good, on-the-fly, on-camera, live-recorded, Spanish accent I can do? It appears to me... That's like French. What am I doing? I can't do this voice. I'm sorry, Happy. I don't know if I can do this without, like, some like, prep work. I don't know if I can do it feminine either. It appears to me that thou art an honorable fixer. It is said that all fixers exude the noble scent of heroes. As Yuri gave a slight nod, I heard Ishmael release a deep sigh. Oh, the people we were killing are called rats. That's a good way to dehumanize people. There we go. Just call them rats. They don't think about your actions. I don't know who gave you that idea, but fixers are anything but noble or heroic. The only scent you'll smell is the miserable stink of wage slaves. Whoa, is this game woke? The first 5 Toho games were made for the PC-98. Oh, those like cool like pixely graphic things. But don't bother playing them, they're barely canon. Just start at Toho 6 if you want to go in order. Roger that. It couldn't have been easy to find another job so soon. Good that you're holding up. For now, I'm just a contract worker. I know, girl. COVID's got us all down. That explains why you decided to come crawling back here. Did they promise you a team leader position or something in exchange for a major fine in what's left of your previous workplace? My contracts might get extended if I return with results. Right, strong performances become a life or death matter if you're aiming for a permanent spot. You know, I like it's funny how like they all talk about this like a job with wages and like we're clocking in and we're doing stuff yada yada, but like the world seems to be like apocalyptic and they're talking about like rising up the corporate ladder. It's very interesting. In all 3 games, we don't see animals. In this? Wait. Am I not? Oh no. I'm gonna know. I can't do that right now. What a pointless life that is. Hey, what's all the sarcasm? Something grinding your gears? I don't know. Every single thing I'm hearing right now is getting more on my nerves. Seemingly unaffected by the abrasive attitude, Yuri quietly took an empty seat. Glancing between the two of them, Gregor returned to his seat as well, scratching his head. I don't think I'll ever get used to being around these people. You want to fit in fast if you want to make your job easier, Dante. Charon, time to go. Our guest is taking her seat. Mephi's tum revived, the Charon's raring the drive. I'm gonna ask a question that might get laughed at. Is this a game in a series that I'm playing and not like... I'm gonna guess yes. That makes sense. Okay, what to do here? I have some blues. I have more blues than I have greens. Dominating. It happens in the same universe, but it's unrelated. Okay, alright. So I'm not, like, missing out on a hell of a lot. Wait, did Dante just talk? Our enemies just seem to be under the weather. We should take advantage of this. I agree. I'm working on it. This guy's all messed up. Let's see. What's the best course of action here? Hello, how do you spall pancakes? Hello. Oh, it's the second wave, gotcha. I got this though. This is all good. Let's see here. There's a lot of purple. There's like 3 purple, there's 3 green. Oh my god, wait a second. 3 purple, 3 green. It's easy. And just like that, theoretically, I've done it. Oh my god. Oh, no. Yes. I'm starting to find the way. Don't bother with resonances, but they feel so nice when I do them. They feel so good. It's that easy being cheesy. I think resonances just feel nice. I feel like I guess where I'm at with the game right now, I don't think that there's like gonna be much, I guess, at least with my skill level and my time playing it, not much strategy that I'm putting into this. But resonance feel like a nice thing to like kind of aim for to give, like kind of chain my attacks a bit. I do like the resonances though. They do feel good to me. Okay, wait, I had to check on something. What was it? Someone said something I had to check on. It was the... Sinnerfaust said a thing. It was, okay, season 6. Okay. It was called Lords? Oh. Oh my. They're cooking with this game. My goodness. Okay, we might have time for one more chapter, or one more part of a chapter, if not two. We'll see what happens. No way, I'll prove it. That's so stupid. I can't believe Twitch blocked you from saying 3 ways to do something. It thought it said you meant like a 3-way. This idea of Hong Lu hates immortality and he has 3 ways to avoid death gameplay wise. Oh, where are you? There you are. To battle. Excuse me. I don't remember showing you my map. How do you know where you're going? No answers were returned, but the bus keeps speeding away anyway. By using intuition. Charon's intuition. What? Oh no, we have the fun music coming in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, this is amazing. I love everything about this moment. Pinky hair. Explain why you're wagging that odd paper in Charon's face. Because you keep going in the wrong and weird directions. Take a look at the map. Our destination is the southeast of here. Charon reluctantly gives the map a cursory glance as she couldn't continue to ignore it when it was shoved right in front of her face. Follow the heart. That's where the true path lies. Here, we all must follow as our hearts lead. You're just admitting that you can't read a map. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yuri and Ishmael put a palm over their respective faces at the same time, almost like they were in sync. Oh, did our driver make a new friend? Pinky keeps on blabbing. I know the way. No, I mean we're heading in the wrong direction. Look ahead. More obstacles. Do I have room? No, Charon. Hold on a moment. Looky, nice bus you got here. Why don't you give me a ride? I guess Mephistopheles could use a helping of dessert. Of course, Ishmael's in sync with Yuri. Get on down. Needs to be fed just a bit more. This is killing me at the fucking faces. It's so good. Oh man. It fucking rules, dude. Alright, favored. Oh, dominating though. Okay then. One turn, one wave. That's what it's all about. Good stuff. Even better. Look at that. Oh my god, really? 3 health? 3 health? Whatever. I mean, I still doesn't really fucking... God damn it. Sorry. Charon's face is, like, absolutely priceless. It's such a vibe. Alright. We keep balling. We keep balling. I'm having a fucking great time. Can I just say that? This is really fun. Wait a minute. What did I just do? I severely misclicked. We're chilling though. To battle. Now, Charon, tell me, is this east or west? Charon only knows two directions. Mephi's front and back. Why are there 6 petals but only 4 directions? I should use different IDs, you're right. You should soon unlock the 2/3 of Kanto clear and get the Ludacy on welcoming banner. Ooh, nice. How did you come so far with a driver with 0 sense of direction? Charon, like I said, the sun rises from... At the driver's seat, 3 heads gathered together over a map. Well, one of them might have been at a slightly different elevation from the others. Are you enjoying them too? I'm praying for streamer luck on polls. I'm really begging. I'm begging so hard. I beg your pardon. I'm no child, and most certainly not little. Okay. Watching this character shake her fist sky high at Radia, I noticed a bitter gaze falling upon them out of the corner of my view. I'm starting to think that Yuri might have put up with a rough childhood. Gregor cast a quick glance toward me, shook his head, and went back to watching the driver's side with his chin propped on his hand. Wouldn't be on the younger side either. Some nests used to conscript anyone old enough to hold a knife. Nests. They explained that a nest is basically the center of a district, if my memory is correct. Sounds like nests used to get into wars with one another in the past. Did that happen often? Not frequently, but it sure as hell did happen. Interested in learning about wars, Manager Bud? Whatever you want to tell me, I'm here to listen. Oh, I'm not really curious about the details, just gathering info I should know as the manager. Just as I went to speak again, as a sideways glimpse of the look on Gregor's face made me pause. He had this faraway look in his eyes, as though he was staring past the driver's seat. Don't get me wrong, Manager Bud. I'm not calling you out or anything. Heck, it's actually a pretty stand-up attitude for a boss, I'd say. He slowly continued taking a pack of cigarettes from his pocket. Still, ignorance is bliss if you ask me. I think you should savor it while you still can. War is the kind of knowledge that sticks to you and never lets go. War. The city for poor 90% population is post-apocalyptic Detroit. For the rich, it's playing a god as corporations. Is this like in like how in 28 Days Later, like the entire world is fine, but like Britain is in a zombie apocalypse? Without another word, he lights a cigarette. Put it out on me. No, you should have turned right at that intersection. It's okay, Karen. We can turn around the next junction. Ah, the woes of a driver. Looks like we have more pressing matters at hand. Ain't that right, Manager Bud? He loves me and I love him. I have to pause for a second. I need to take a picture of this guy on my phone and send it to my husband so he can understand what's happening to me over here right now. It's very important. Gregor chuckled, each snort sending a puff from his smoke-filled mouth. Yeah. I was still curious to learn what he'd been through, but he's right that I should focus on other things for now. Because, as if on cue, an urgent matter presented itself right before our eyes. Or rather, right at the doorstep of our bus. Train, boat. Enough squabbling now. More enemies inbound. You shoved your pals into that bus, you sick bastards. Are you nuts? You'll pay for this. We were just gonna leave with the bus, but now I've gotta see you all bleed. Verge, the fuel is acting up. Charon gets woozy when many mouths start being noisy. Nothing to worry about, Charon. I'll shut their mouths soon enough. Off the bus. I think I was so used to the game auto-selecting my my team for me, I just stopped like trying. So I think next time I go around, I'll do it. Virgil's can wipe the backstreets with his sheer aura. Virgil's kind of reminds me a little bit of if anyone's seen Gintama, he kind of feels like Gintoki, who's like, I could do so much, but I'm too lazy, and I'd rather have other people do it, because I would rather just chill. Even though I'm a fucking demon, actually. Nice. Easy turn. Turn 3, okay. Let's see, we have some more stuff unlocked. Let's see. Oh, okay. I can't quite keep track of all the coin flips because they go so fast. Please tell me we got them all. Oh, it's so fucking hype. Verdos is a color fixer, meaning he's near the highest rank a normal human could reach in the world of. Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, he seems like it. Okay, let's look at the map again. I don't want to read. She's like, stop annoying me. Karen, can you please focus? A question reared its head as I stared into the trio arguing over the map once again. This bus was made specifically for Limbus Company, right? It was made exclusively for us, to be more precise. Isn't that basically what I said? You don't appear to be catching the nuance. Bird, you're missing a great visual reference here. That's weird. I don't think I spoke that part out loud. Is the clock broken or something? I can tell as much without hearing it verbalized. There is nothing that Faust doesn't know, after all. Did you know that when a tree falls in the woods? Anyway, it must have taken a long while to get it out of the oven, especially with that mouth on the side. It only took that expected amount of time. I don't know how long that is. Dante's constantly like, can you just stop saying odd shit? She's downright oppressive to talk to. Faust is a well-renowned genius. She knows the ins and outs of the city. Oi, if you're so small, why don't you help those twits at the driver's side figure out the way? Can't sleep a wink with their constant bickering. Faust is no meddler. She answers questions, but doesn't intervene without being asked first. That's not true. You say shit all the time, without me remotely asking you for your opinion. Additionally, there is no greater joy for a human being than to ponder on problems in order to grasp an answer. Faust would rather not spoil that delight. She's true there, though. It's all about the journey and learning and growing and improving yourself. He wouldn't get it. I doubt he's pondered on anything ever. I saw Heathcliff's grip on the Bat Titan, however, with Virgilius casting a glare his way. He clicked his tongue as he crossed his arms and forced his eyes shut. I wonder why they're always so prickly. It's almost like we're in the... Oh my god. Oh my god, Gregor. Huh. You and me both, Manager Bud. You and me both. With Gregor quietly snickering, the bus resumed its ride. That's like my best friend right there. It could be more. Manager level increased. We did it. We did it. I think we'll do one more. And this time I will change. No. 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 No, I didn't want to. I purposefully wanted to pick a new team that time. Why are you so rude to me? Get tutorial. I'm trapped in tutorial hell. They won't let me out. I know how to play now. I'm fine, please. Kind of. I'm sure there's more stuff, but my scope of the mechanics right now, I have a decent grasp on. I have an okay understanding of what I'm doing. Blah. Greg, you know those people? Huh? Give me a break. There's no way I know someone in this corner of the back streets. Back streets. Regenerate, steam heat. The Bitskrieg, but Gregor's face stiffens the moment he looks out the window. Bugheads? Unlike the other enemies we ran into, they were pert insectoid. Gosh, Dante, thank goodness you got a clock for a head. I would have died every time I looked at you if you were a huge bug like them. Whoa, this is some bug racism. Isn't that the same type of augmentation you have, Gregor? They transplant those disgusting bugheads onto the necks on purpose. You better stay away. Wouldn't want to get infected and turn into a bug, nah? Eek, are you serious? Just a joke. Do I just have a weird sense of humor or what? Gregor, your sense of humor is perfect. Don't change your ways. Don't let them change you, Gregor. Gregor scratched the back of his head awkwardly as the bus made a dragging rumble and came to a deflating halt. Most former G-Corp employees were given biomimetic augmentation procedures like Gregor was. You used to work for the old G-Corp, Gregor. Heard back then they were... Ishmael frowned as she remembered something unpleasant, but didn't elaborate further. Gregor managed to smile, but his hardened features didn't relax in the slightest. Oh, you never talk, dude. I forgot you were even in the party. I wonder, where do people like them sleep at night? For many, the sky is the roof over their heads, and the stars are their firelight. 60,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town. Aha, so they're poetic sort. Honglu, they're homeless. That's what they are. Marcel hasn't spoken at once since the tutorial because the true doesn't talk. Must ask Chad. He's great because he just does his job. He shows up, he clocks in, he clocks out. It's inspirational, honestly. I don't think that's what he meant. And I see they're bent on standing in our way. Aren't you gonna get off, Gregor? Mind telling me why you're singling me out? Well, I'd rather not be the one to ramble about someone else's history. Take the lead, Gregor. You know the reason. You know the reason full well. You're one nasty fellow. Oh! A cluster of insect-headed soldiers were gathered close to the bus. But I'm not too fond of taking the lead. We love our autistic king, though. But I'm not too... Yeah, I said that right. What are you? Why does your arm look like ours? Hold on, I've seen that face before. Mostly on flyers and magazine covers, I bet. Oh my god, I love him. Gregor, do you know them from somewhere? Not really important right now, manager. Now's not really the time to be digging into the past. That arm bothers me. But whatever. Point is, I can't let you through. Is that so? I suppose we can't talk this out. Why not? Maybe we can talk it out. Maybe we can reason with them. Anyways, Shouldn't they at least cover those insect parts before coming out where people could see them? They make kids cry. Couldn't they have made their parts less conspicuous like yours, Gregor? I mean, he has a whole... Wait, Book Mersalt shot an arrow because the sun was irritating him or something. what book is Mersalt from? I mean, I guess I could just copy his name. And oh god, the the spreadsheet just killed me. The Stranger. A 1942 novella. Crazy. The Arabs include... Okay, alright. There's a lot to be learned here. I didn't know I have to do all this homework before playing Limbus Company. I'm a special case. The procedure makes those buggy parts grow on the head most of the time. Although, I'm not sure if I should consider myself lucky. It feels like they're trying to stop us from getting to the branch facility for some reason. Are they after the Golden Bough too? Bow? Maybe. There are many who seek the essence after all. And I'm sure they all have their own wishes. Isn't that so? Why are you looking at me? I'm just as lost as the others. My husband finally looked at the Gregor image and responded with, "What is this gay shit?" It's peak. It's peak Yaoi slop. I love it. He keeps hitting on me. It's the best game ever. They're calling it the best game ever made. Our ego are each... I got that one. I can't say his name because, or her name, because I got hit with some points or whatever. But that, were you here for that when I caught that character came up and I was like, wait, the character that attacks the windmills, and I learned all this amazing history. Send him Sinclair. I should. That is also some yaoi shit. Okay, I'm learning about ego now, everybody. I'm about to learn about ego. Are each sinner's unique skills that could be used regardless of the identity they are wearing. Let's inspect Sinner Heathcliff's ego. Press and hold the portrait. It's a card. Every ego currently equipped by Sinner Heathcliff are visible here. Okay. Body sack. He's in like a prison? Use ego skills consume ego resources in SP. The amount of SP consumed by each ego is listed at the top left corner of the information card. Okay, so it takes some sanity and then these resources to activate this card. So I should probably do it when I have, like, or depending on how much my sanity is at the moment. I should be wary of how much sanity I have to spend to use an ego card. It seems we don't have enough resources. Ego resources to use this skill. Each ego resource requires a certain amount of ego resources. Okay. Skill requires a certain amount of ego resources to activate. I got it. Here you can view the number of ego resources and their affinities required to use the ego skill. It seems that we do not have enough orange, lust, and purple envy ego resources. View your current ego resources reserves here. The names of each sin affinity for ego resources may still be unfamiliar to you, but you can check which is which by selecting each ego's sin affinity resistances in the detailed window info. Okay. Required ego resources can be obtained by using skills during battle. For example, an envy-colored skill will grant an envy resource, as luck should have it. The units currently on the field possess skills with the affinities we need. Put them to use. Okay. Can do. Press the win rate button and to order the sinners to choose their own skills based on clash win rates. Oh. As you can see here, an enemy is about to launch a powerful attack against Sinner Heathcliff, and it's unlikely he will win the clash. How can I tell that? Hopeless on my side, because it's sparking hopeless on the left. 3 and 11, 13 into 13. Okay. When a unit is about to clash with each difficult enemy skill, you can use an ego skill to turn the situation around. Their high power makes them especially effective against strong enemy skills. When a unit is about to clash with a different enemy skill, you can use an ego skill to turn the situation around. Their high power makes them especially effective against strong enemy skills. Okay. If you are unable to use, if there are any usable ego skills for which you have enough resources, it will be indicated in the space surround the center as it's shown here. Okay, so Heathcliff can use an ego, but no one else can. Double tap to select his body sack, which is a heads up, gain 1 attack power up next turn. Heads hit, gain 2 haste next turn. Okay. Once selected, the ego skill will automatically be equipped in the bottom skill slot of the respective center. So it's now, not only is it a Envriers or whatever a connection, it also has an ego on it. Swapping a different ego skill in the same slot or swapping for a defensive skill will unequip the current ego skill and refund the ego resources spent to equip it. Understood. Okay. I want to look at this though. I want to see how it was. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck me. The SP cost is consumed the moment the ego skill begins the attack. Be warned. Letting a sinner's SP drop too low may cause them to panic or become corroded by their own ego. Whoa. He'll get shoved in the bag too. What happened to Heathcliff in the past? Some lore droppy? A little bit of lore? Some lore? Raising an ego skill's thread spinning tier unlocks its ego passive. Thread spinning tier. Once the turn in which the unit used the ego skill ends, the battle moves to the next turn. The skill's unique ego passive will activate. You can view detailed information about ego passive in each center's detailed info menu. Would that be under passives? Ego. Passives. When another ally defeats an enemy, gain 1 attack power up and 1 haste at the end of this next turn starts. Gotcha. Book Heathcliff puts some rando guy or his dead love in a body sack. Okay. So a lot of like their like powers and stuff are like semi relative to like the stuff that they're based on. So I can just do win rate. But like a thing popped up earlier that was like telling me if there was a good or a bad. I guess we'll just ball with this. Okay, win rate. But then he can do his thing again, which might as well. Do you guys think heaven's real? I think that authors are in heaven and they write like some like really personally depressive literature in like 1837, and then like they're in heaven, and then like, you know, 200 years or so pass, and then like a game comes out and it's like, hey, that thing you wrote in your book that was you personally you is now like an alt in a video game. Do you think they get told about this kind of stuff? If heaven was real, did they know? And someone like an angel comes to them with like a message like, hey, your character, since it's in it cannot be copyrighted, it was put into this game, and this bit that's really personally you is now an attack. There'd be a fly on the wall. Dante's Inferno was him literally writing fanfic about his ops and being like, these guys fucking suck. Dante's Inferno is a funny book. It literally is some guy being like, I hate these people. I'm gonna write a whole book about it, and it becomes like a literary classic. That must suck for like, imagine like hating Dante back in the day, and then like the Divine Comedy comes out and you're like, oh, whatever, this guy's such an asshole. And then like, you know, again, you're in heaven, hundreds of years pass, and you're like, wow, people don't know me, but they know the book that I get dunked on by that asshole Dante. It must suck. Must be a bad time. I wish I could do another pull, but unfortunately I don't have enough lunacy to do my next cheap pull, which is sad. So I'm gonna say I could do 9. If it's not 10 pulls, what's the point? What's the point if it's not 10 whole pulls? Huh? It'll just mean that next time we'll get to do it. I guess if chat's telling me to do it, I have to do it. I can just hit extract one. Oh wait, I have a voucher. Is this what this is? Is this a voucher? Do I have a voucher to use? I have an extraction ticket. Should I use the extraction ticket? Ooh. I'm doing it. Alright, I love gambling. I hate gambling. I hate gambling. Doing this one at a time is crazy. Hey, well that's good. I love him. We keep going. Do I just tap it, or do I pull it? Do I yank it to a direction? Hopefully one of these is good. That'd be funny as hell. I mean, we're hoping it comes like, you know, like the 7th or whatever, but knowing my luck. This is going so well. It's not looking good, folks. It's not looking good. No, it's not looking good at all. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Oh, gambling's fun. Isn't gambling the best, kids? Alright, wow, this was 4 unprecedented hours of Limbus Company. I'd say this was a rousing success. I can't get one more pull. I gotta go make dinner and stuff. I gotta go be an adult. But this was great. I got four people following me out of this. Thank you all for, thank you Faust, thank you Lucaton for hanging out with me and talking to me through my first adventure in the Limbus Company. I will be back. This was a lot of fun. I'm interested to know more about the lore and the characters. I'm getting better at the combat. I want to unlock the dungeons soon so I can do them like off stream and get even like, because the thing is like once I play it off stream, even just once, I'll probably like, since I have more time to focus on the gameplay, I'll probably like, it'll probably click for me more when I'm like off stream, because streamer brain makes it so that you can, you know, you're focusing on chat, there's the lights everywhere, you're focused on the story, you're trying to like keep time, it's like your brain kind of goes into overdrive. But I think if I play it like once or twice off stream, I'll kind of get like, it'll click a bit better for me. But I get the hype. This is a lot of fun. I mean, I didn't know it was going to be a gacha, but I definitely don't mind that it was a gacha. I'm not opposed to gachas or anything. Look, we just got stuff. Did that get us anything? Not really. Oh, wait. Free lunacy? No. Wait. Nah, I'm hoping we can get, like, goodies. But no, I just got light bulbs or whatever. That's okay. No, but I dig it. I'll definitely be back. I'm not sure the frequency at which I'll stream this, but I should prep to have a drink that'll soothe the throat. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of reading. But again, thank you all so much. These VODs will go up on YouTube over the next couple days after my other stuff gets out. But hot damn, lots of fun. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and don't forget, stay awesome out there.